And I saw him in his coffin, and I knew then that he was gone. But my mother, you see, I never saw, so I still thought that she would come, and I still looked for her, even on the streets.
On the bottom of the St. Lawrence, the Empress of Ireland's stately dining rooms, elegant music rooms, grand staircases, and charming cafes were now transformed into a macabre mausoleum. 1,012 of her passengers and crew were dead. Of the 138 children on board, only 3 boys and 1 girl, Grace Hannigan, had survived.
David's skepticism appeared well-founded. The International Olympic Committee at first seemed to be reserving judgment on the matter.
I went to Jacques Rogge and I said, Jacques, you've got to do something about this. And he said, well, you know, the old IOC thing, well, listen, it's a figure skating matter. And I said, look, 3 billion people out there don't understand that we're dealing with a couple of bent figure skating judges. They think the Olympics are crooked.
International Skating Union President Ottavio Cinquanta seemed confident he would skate around the entire affair.
I'm sitting with him right before he's supposed to go on.
In the 1st century BC and early 1st century AD, the Hebrew letter Lamed had a long neck, and then lost it. During the same period, the Kuf lost its little cap, and the Mem, initially square, became rounded, losing its squiggles in the process. Using these techniques, Deutsch agrees with Professor Knoll, dating the Gabriel inscription to a time just before Jesus' crucifixion, possibly before his birth.
And it dates to the 1st century BC and the beginning of the 1st century AD.
No such undertaking has been received, and that consequently this country is at war with Germany.
We shall never surrender.
Once known as Toronto, the city of churches. In the late 19th century, there were more churches per capita in Toronto than anywhere else in the world. At that time, a Protestant zeal...
Level 2 4.
You passed just on the staircase?
With the divers safely out of the wreck, the team as a whole must now decide whether to risk another attempt on the engine room. By next day, the decision has been made.
And I remember thinking, this is my one chance to do this. And I've worked my whole life for this, and it just has to work, it has to.
Pressure, I think maybe 200% more than usual. But you have to fight with yourself to just put yourself in the normal condition how you're supposed to be.
A freak accident during the warm-up increases the mounting tension and marks the first of many times the fortunes of these four skaters will collide.
I remember having a fantastic warm-up, feeling absolutely great, and then I let Jamie go.